This video is going to focus on empathy. Let's talk about that. I'd like to start with another quote from Daniel Goleman, who writes, "Empathy represents the most important social skill to have at work." From your perspective, what does empathy mean? Many clients have responded to me when I pose that question. Put yourself in the other person's shoes, feel what they feel. And for many years, I thought that was empathy. And after doing a lot of research, my understanding has changed. Empathy is composed of three different aspects. Empathy is all about caring. Empathy is all about understanding others. Empathy is also about taking the appropriate action. We're going to start actually with understanding others. The best way of which I'm aware, if I want to understand someone fully, is to ask questions. Just very simply, if I'm unclear about a subject or if I'm unclear about what's happening, I can just ask someone, what's your concern about this? What's the situation? What am I missing? You know you have asked enough questions, you know you understand someone when you can tell their story. That's when you know you do indeed understand. The second aspect of empathy is caring. Once you understand the situation and the person's perspective, you need to think about all the different aspects or think about all the things about which you care at work. This may include the results. This may include morale, safety, whatever it might be. You consider all the things about which you care, and then we move down to the final aspect, which is taking the appropriate action. You understand, you know the things about which you care. What's the appropriate action to take now? Maybe you need to help them. Maybe you need to assist the team with something. Maybe you need to have a difficult conversation with a colleague or with a team and explain that you're unhappy with something that's going on. Perhaps it's a development issue and the individual or the team needs more training. That's what true empathy is all about. So let's take a look at where we are right now. We have covered the independent piece of empathy, knowing yourself through self-awareness, self-regulation, and also humbling yourself and apologizing. Those three competencies make us independent. How do they make us independent? Simply, if you think about it, everything is internal. This is all about knowing yourself and working well within yourself. The last aspect of empathy that we just talked about takes us to the third and final level of maturity, which is interdependence. This is where we're able to work well with others because we know each other. You know yourself, and now I can work more effectively with others. To wrap this up, a friend came to me a number of years ago and asked me, "Ron, what's the one tip you would give me if I can be the most effective leader possible?" After thinking about it for a couple of minutes, my response simply was, "Peter, I think the best thing you can do if you're going to limit me to just one tip is to get to know yourself extraordinarily well. Because the better you know yourself, the more effectively you'll work with others." I hope you'll continue to tune in. We're going to be talking about a lot of these things moving forward.